Passion and purity. While a large strata of my peers dream to be a social media influencer for reason of fame and fortune, not many are trained to pick a problem in society that bothers them and get involved. That mindset is due to parental neglect and a lack of knowing one's own core values. The antagonists in Atlas Shrugged squander the abundance by leveraging the power to exploit. Conversely, Rand's protagonists are the self-disciplined captains of industry, missing each of their respective last puzzle pieces of spiritual balance. It is each of the three primary protagonists in Atlas Shrugged I choose to focus on, as their struggles collectively and individually inspire me to craft my truth, and hopefully the truth of others. Dagny Taggart's void in lacking a spiritual equal is clear when she acts as Hank Rearden's mistress. It does not affect her business acumen, but the emotional tug-of-war steals creative energy that could be better placed with a life partner, sharing her same conviction in life. In her shrug to find emotional balance, she gravitates towards her teenage love, Francisco d'Anconia. I admire this because her heart is open just like her mind. She shows readiness to learn, live, and love at any capacity, even as a compound domestic worker and a faithful servant to Taggart Transcontinental's legacy. Her truth is the work itself, and not the social credibility and trappings of an industrial plutocrat. Dagny shows a mastery of her soul when she rebuffs Galt's affections, knowing there is an even more compatible soulmate for her. Francisco d'Anconia is the spicy protagonist who missed Project X by camouflaging his core goodness with his playboy facade. Not having touched one of his well-publicized dates, we find no one can hold a candle to his one true love in life, Dagny Taggart. His love for her burns as hot as his truth of not serving the likes of Wesley Mouch, Cuffy Meggs, or Mr. Thompson. I admire his struggle for purity in burying the largest copper mine, and with it, the d'Anconia legacy. Not many people would turn their back on all that fame and fortune and social relevance on the strength of moral principle. John Galt is so badass because he holds true to his core belief in not letting the exploiters exploit the decent while struggling to fill the void of a soulful companion. He could have chosen to numb the pain of loneliness through meaningless trysts secured from the stardom of inventing a super engine. Instead, Galt chooses the path of admiring Dagny and unrequited affections. Galt chose the complexity and anguish of his intentions over the ease of exploiting his intelligence. It is emotionally torturous, but true to his character and the belief of his fellow titans of innovation. Dagny, Francisco, and John's pursuit of emotional awareness in contrast to the head of state Mr. Thompson's condescending entitlement is analogous to the three's passionate simplicity, diametrically opposing the rich crazed bureaucrat's expansive waste of incompetence. Atlas Shrugged was published in 1957, and Rand's premonition holds more true than ever today. Those who are capable and pure of attention get to ride off into the tranquil sunset, conjecturing about how the new horizon is to develop. whereas those who subscribe to the void of hyperbole and inaction leech their soul and resources until all titans of innovation find a new happy home and are no longer available to rebuild society. Power is a skewed perception of the reality we choose to live in, meaning protagonists show real power through ability and development of one's mind. Antagonists like Thompson use violence, deception, and coercion mindlessly. That is the difference between finding my truth and living someone else's lie.